Ladies and gentlemen, crazy news came out last night. Or actually, I think it was early this morning. But before we get into the unit and everything else, welcome to the video. We wound up getting a new chapter in JP, and whenever we got this new chapter, we actually didn't get a new unit the day of. I don't know if maybe there was a glitch, or maybe they wanted people to actually get to the point in the story before they showed who it was. But either way, we now have the actual unit information and who it is. And it is none other than Leone. And specifically, her title is World's End Leone. Which is crazy, because if you guys are even a little bit of some lore heads or story heads, whatever you want to call yourselves for GS, I thought they were all cooked. I really thought Leone and Juno and all them were toast. But it turns out, from what I have heard from other people, that only Juno and Vox was the one that got offed, and everyone else got sealed. So yeah, that's what happened. I don't know how it all works. I'm telling you guys, eventually I'm gonna have a story recap or lore recap, whatever it is for GS. I'm telling you, mark this video, quote me on it at some point. I don't know when it is. I'm not gonna promise anything. I'm gonna make a video of how confusing and just how crazy the GS lore might be. Either way, let's talk about World's End Leone, which I don't think they made a video for, but if they did, I will have it up on screen so we can see her animations. But she's gonna be a light demon that has these slots here looking very pristine. I know I may say she's interesting, but she to me seems a bit interesting compared to some of the other characters. Very unique, and it seems like a very fun unit. If you see in the art here, she's able to inflict two different types of stats effects, one being paralysis, one being poison. Now, why is that important? Well, if we go down to the super art, if an enemy is afflicted by poison, blind, disease, or burn, when she activates the super art, she will cure them of it. And every single stats effect that she cured, it reduces the enemy's damage res by 100% up to 500. This is a multiplicative debuff, ladies and gentlemen. One of the strongest debuffs in the entire game, and she's doing that. Granted, you know, it's going to be kind of hard to get this off consistently, but I'm going to tell you some ways that you might be able to, based on her slots and, you know, team comps and all that. However, this isn't the only thing that's really good about her. Her true art is some next level power creep right here. So she gives you 4 arts for 8 seconds, which this is type B. But then if allies are unaffected by status elements, she gives you an additional 4 arts, and that is type EX2. And when used for the first time, you double the art generation from this true art. You are getting 16 arts per second. Oh my lord, that's dumb. That is absolutely dumb. I love the fact too that secondary effect is EX2, because this means that even though, yeah, in most cases you probably want to make sure she's the only type B arch generer, but if you use her with other characters that are type B arch generers, it doesn't matter because she still has that EX2 modifier tied to it. This could be the new standard going forward with a lot of the arch generers. We'll have to see though. If we look at her passives, it just gets even crazier. When an ally activates Magia Drive, I know, an ally gets extended by an additional 2 minutes. Also, if she's unaffected by a status element, she gets 3 arts, meaning that if you have her true art up plus her passive, she is getting a total of 19 arts per second on that first true art use, just her alone. We have lifesteal res, which is very weird how she has that. I don't know why that's the case here. I don't know what that's going to really be doing. I've never seen a unit have that, I don't think. She has magic res as well, and then she has her own true weapon. Her true weapon is just going to be giving you light res down. If you're a demon, you're going to be getting magic res down as well. Love the double stuff right there. And then we have her abilities when equipped by Leone, increase on arts by 100. She is looking very powerful, like very, very strong. And I like too that she is someone that wants to be ran alongside the other Blood Knights, kind of like their leader, so to speak, right? Let's see if we can even do anything with the Magia Drive, right? If that's even going to be impactful or not. The only character that's really ascended that could make this work is surprisingly Demon Edge Berwick. Demon Edge Berwick is able to go into Magia Drive, and with all this additional art gauge, he might have a unit that is finally able to fully support him. So we could see some crazy damage coming from Demon Edge Berwick, especially if you have his true weapon and stuff like that. You're going to be getting tons and tons of art gauge. If we still wanted to keep to this demon kind of team, we could also throw on Demon Lord Vox. Even though he is kind of the mono dark demon character here, Demon Lord Vox is going to be able to give us 60% stats up and accuracy, along with the crit rate, not to mention the passive art gauge for all demon allies. Now, unfortunately, Demon Lord Vox doesn't have a Magia Drive. The only one on this team that will have a Magia Drive is Demon Edge Berwick. So that last unit in a lot of cases may just be someone that could probably just support the team a bit more with some arts or something. We're probably looking at someone like Samurai Rimuru here. Or if you didn't want to go with more art gauge, you could always go with Albedo for that last slot. Outside the Mono Demon setup, she's going to be great just in any team. You don't really have to have like a very specific lineup for her. My only issue with this Leone is how effective is that super art going to be? We get a flat 100% DR down, which is great, but the fact that we need the stats effects on the boss and she has to cleanse them might be a bit worrisome. We all know a lot of bosses are resistant to a lot of different stats effects, and if they're not completely resistant to it, they usually have a bit of stats element resistance, so these stats effects don't last their full duration. Like for an example, poison, it may say it lasts for 25 seconds, but against a boss that even has a little bit of resistance, that 25 seconds may only be like 10 or 15 or 5 seconds. Whenever that happens, are we still going to be able to really make use of that super art, considering that in a lot of cases we're going to use Leone's art to get that poison off, then go into the super art to get that additional DR down? Or are we going to have to turn to equipment for it? Because now equipment could be a good option. It's just you're going to have to really optimize what exactly we are going to be able to use on her. Because another thing is that does it work if we stack multiple instances of poison on a boss? Like if we have poison from her art and we have poison from an equip, will that count as two different stats effects getting cleansed? Or does it have to be actually two unique stats effects? It can't be the same one. Equipment though is definitely going to be a very big factor for getting the most out of that super art. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section how you all feel about Summer Leone. I said Summer, she's not even Summer. It's the freaking chapter 36? Yeah, chapter 36 Leone. Or what are we gonna call her? W.E. Leone? That sounds stupid. You guys just let me know what you guys are thinking about this Leone. Are you liking her? Are you not? I personally think she's gonna be a fantastic unit, especially for all my new peeps out there. When this unit comes out, and if you are starting right now and we get this eventually and you're building up your account, this is going to be an incredible support unit for you. And even for vets, this is going to be a fantastic support unit for us. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like it before you leave. I don't ask for it all the time, but it definitely helps out the channel so much. Also, if you enjoyed this video, click on this video right here. The Summer Cilia should you summon. If you're playing global right now, you may be surprised on what I say in it. Either way though, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all again, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.